Thank you for joining me today. If you're planning to pursue an E-2 visa in 2026, you're paying attention at the right time. The landscape is truly shifting quickly. Policies are tightening, timelines are fluctuating, and new requirements are emerging with little notice or no notice. So today, I want to walk you through the essentials: eligibility, costs, and timelines for the E-2 visa right now, because it's subject to change. And I want to be clear from the start. If the E-2 visa is on your radar, the most important action you can take is to move early and move quickly. Every week, every day, clients email me saying, "I thought I could wait," only to realize that delay has a cost, sometimes a very real cost. It could even mean that you're forestalled from doing this. Before we begin, if you want a personalized assessment after this presentation, book a strategy call. You'll get clarity, next steps, and a roadmap specific to your situation. Let's begin with the core of the E-2 visa. Who qualifies? The E-2 is designed for investors and entrepreneurs from treaty countries who are prepared to build or buy a real U.S. business. Here are the key components. 1. Nationality. You must hold citizenship from a country that has an E-2 treaty with the U.S. Examples include Canada, the UK, Israel, and much of Europe. Now, don't forget that there is currently a ban on visa processing for 75 countries, including Jamaica, the Bahamas, Brazil, and Thailand, to name a few. So be sure to check with us first before doing anything. If you hold a passport from a non-treaty country, there are still valid pathways through second citizenship if available, or other options such as other visas, but that requires strategic planning, and that doesn't forestall the 75-country ban. To find out whether your citizenship qualifies, reach out immediately and I'll confirm it for you. 2. The investment must be real, active, substantial, and at risk. Currently, there is no legally defined minimum, but in today's climate, we know what officers expect to see. In most cases, the investment must be enough to launch and sustain a sustainable business, generally between $1 and $300,000, depending on the business itself. What matters is not the number. What matters is credibility, documentation, business planning, and strategy. Business type. Your business must be active, operational, and capable of generating income and employment beyond just you and your family. Examples include service businesses, our specialty, real estate, investment and operations, franchise ownership, consulting firms, e-commerce, technology, etc., or specialized trades and professional services. If you're unsure which business model is appropriate, we can design one with you. Many of my clients use our business in a box or turnkey real estate models because they are pre-vetted, structured, and ready for E-2 use. 4. Your role. You must direct and develop and manage the business. This is not a path to passive involvement. You must have a real, ongoing managerial or executive role. 5. Source of funds. Your investment funds must be traceable, legal, and clearly documented. Officers are scrutinizing this more heavily in 2026 than ever before, including transfers, gifts, and loans. Costs. Now let's turn to what everyone wants to know. What does the E-2 visa actually cost? I am asked this question every day. There are 3 categories: government fees, professional fees, and the business itself. Currently, government filing fees are low. Consular processing is about $205 per applicant, and USCIS filing is about $1,000 for the petition. Premium processing, if it's applicable, and it's not for E-2s, is $2,805. These fees continue to adjust due to regulatory changes as we see. Professional fees. Our professional fees include the whole scope of service: legal, business planning, corporate structure, tax planning, compliance, everything is included. Given the complexity of cross-border structuring and the scrutiny of E-2 petitions expected in 2026, most clients require all of these elements: legal representation, a compliant business plan, corporate formation, proper corporate formation, investment and financial structuring, cross-border tax planning guidance, and strategy. This is not an area where cutting corners is wise. The quality of your submission will directly impact the approval rate and the length of your visa. If you want an exact estimate for your case, book a call and I will outline a full cost breakdown based on your business model and your family size. Business investment costs. This is the actual capital that goes into your business. For many, this investment might include franchise fees, real estate acquisition, renovation, staffing, equipment, marketing, operational startup, business purchases, working capital reserves, etc. Your investment must be proportional and justified to the business you're starting. That justification is a major part of the legal argument. Timeline. 2026 has brought significant changes in timing. Consulates are shifting scheduling priorities, security reviews are taking longer, and certain categories face elevated scrutiny, especially now. Here is what you can expect today. Entity formation and investment setup, depending on if you already have the business, can be as short as 2 and as long as 8 weeks. This includes creating the U.S. companies, establishing bank accounts, transferring capital, and activating the business. If you need contracts, leases, franchise agreements, purchases of property, etc., this time can extend based on negotiation. Business plan development. About 3 to 5 weeks. A high-quality E-2 business plan is not a template. It's a holistic, evidence-driven strategic document that we've been drafting for over 3 decades. Approvals often hinge on business plans. Consular appointments. Current wait times range from 4 to 20 weeks, although there are longer wait times in some consulates. This is where we see the most fluctuation. Some are fast, some are overwhelmed, and some are delaying due to geopolitical instability or internal policy adjustments. USCIS processing, which means processing within the US, takes 4 to 10 weeks with premium processing, which is available if you're doing a change of status E-2, but we're going to leave that alone for now because that's only if you're already in the US. Your total timeline with our team should be expected to be 3 to 6 months, which is the average for a well-prepared case from our team. Delays, though, are becoming more common as new immigration measures roll out, including the 75-country ban and potential treaty reevaluations and procedural tightening. This is why until things calm down is just not a strategy that will serve you at well. Historically, the E-2 visa has become more restrictive, not less, and we expect that to continue. Actually, we expect for there to be significant changes in terms of monetary requirements. Acting now just simply matters. Number 4, we are facing a moment where immigration, investment, and global mobility policies are shifting rapidly. All that we know for sure is that certain treaty country relationships are under review. They are considering adding a minimum investment. Some consulates are already adding documentation requirements, and timelines in several countries have doubled within months. Real estate and business costs continue to rise, and the U.S. is simply tightening accountability standards across visa categories. This is not fear-mongering. It's a sober recognition of the trend line and the fact that early movers will always fare better. If you want to position yourself and your family for stability, growth, and opportunity in the U.S., the best time to act is before the next change takes effect, and we don't know when that's going to happen. So book a strategy call now. Don't wait for the new requirement to make your plan harder, more expensive, or maybe even impossible. In closing, the E-2 visa remains one of the most strategic, accessible paths into the U.S., as I call it in my book, The Coveted Visa, for entrepreneurs and investors. But 2026 is simply not the year to hesitate. If you want support with eligibility, structuring, investment options, business choices, or finding a business model that aligns with immigration requirements, please reach out to me. My role is to guide you through the whole process with clarity, precision, and a comprehensive strategy that aligns your legal, business, and cross-border needs in one. Book your strategy session today, and let's design the plan that brings your U.S. vision into reality before the landscape shifts again. I'm Lauren Cohen, and I look forward to working with you.